Welcome to this week's edition of Stag TV. For our new feature, highlighting a Deer Park business, we chose Bicycles by Deron. We interviewed Deron Schroeder to learn more about his business. Let's take a look.
My background in business is not a ton. I've been a manager in a lot of different businesses and always kind of wanted to play that owner role. I've done bike stuff for years and years and years. Bicycles by Deron started a few years ago. Technically, I've carried customers through the years of running the local bike shop scene in kind of the Spokane area. You know, I think there's just a need in this town. People in Deer Park and the surrounding area are pretty excited about just being here. And so if we don't have to go to Spokane, we don't want to. And so there's just never been a bike shop in Deer Park. And so we found that maybe this was a need that we could fill. Oh boy, millions and millions, or thousands and millions. Or 10, that'd be great if we could start with 10. I think we're in a really, really great location. Deer Park is ever growing and bustling, and this intersection is just non-stop traffic. So yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. You know, we don't yet. We're pretty new still, and so we're kind of feeling it out, but we do want to host some technical sessions, maybe flat tire clinics and maybe some basic derailleurs and adjustment clinics, but we are doing full moon bike rides. Right now it's a family friendly event. You can follow it on our Facebook page. But yeah, every full moon we meet at the shop here. So far at 7, but now with the daylight savings coming up, we might run to, we'll be starting a little bit later, but it's a lot of fun, very family friendly, and just out riding under the moon. Well, we want to be an all-encompassing shop coming up, but just for the getting going part right now, our focus has mostly been maintenance and repair. I work on everything, and I really like to work on everything. That's kind of my passion, and that's kind of where the by Deron part came from. But yeah, we want to do it all. We really do. So
I just like the sound.
With no handlebars, I can ride with no hands, but yeah, to ride no handlebars, that'd really throw everything kind of wacky.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
And thank you, Deron, for your time. You know, it's spring, and spring is always the best time to go out biking with your friends. Speaking of spring, let's talk spring sports. This week, we're featuring baseball. We spoke with Deron Snyder, the JV coach. Let's see what they're up to.
This season of baseball started on February 26th, but the players have yet to practice on the field due to the snow. The first game is on Saturday, March 17th in Spokane against East Valley. We interviewed Coach Snyder about the upcoming season.
What team do you coach?
I'm the JV baseball coach.
How long have you been coaching baseball?
I started coaching, this is my second year, and in the past I'd played baseball, but obviously just started coaching. This is my second year doing it.
Why do you like to coach baseball?
I like being out in the sun. I like the group of kids that I coach. They're nice kids. They work hard. It's just a great environment to coach.
What kind of season do you think you will have this year?
I assume we'll be pretty successful. We have some younger kids, but they've obviously played a lot of baseball. So I'm guessing to have a very similar year to what we had last year, so which was finished with 9 straight wins last year, so I'm guessing we'll probably be very similar this year.
How is the weather affecting your practices?
Just a lot of gym time, cramped up in half gym half the time and in the cages in the aux gym. So we're just not getting a lot of space to work with these kids.
When do you think you will get to practice on the field?
I'm hoping next week. If the weather holds out, sometime next week we'll be able to get out there.
Is there anything else you would like to tell us that we didn't already ask?
No, I just it's going to be it's a young team, but I think they're going to be really good this year. And towards the end of the season, I'm excited to see how well they gel together.
Make sure you get out to some games to support our baseball teams. Lots of students carry backpacks. Do you ever wonder what they might be hauling around? Well, we do, so we decided to have a random student show us the contents of his bag. Check it out. And thanks to Sage Collier for letting us root around in his sack. The Festival Chorale concert is coming up on March 27th. We interviewed some choir students and Miss Thomas to find out more.
Yesterday we have been studying really hard on our music to get to this concert.
I really do actually. A lot of them are like the cultural differences in a lot of them are really nice because we have a South African suite as well as one in Latin and I believe a Buddhist chant song, and they're all very interesting.
We're working on 3-4 songs. They are all very beautiful with deep meanings, and I think that they're all wonderful. There is one solo towards the end of one of our songs, and that is sung by Hannah in the concert choir.
Most definitely. We will be doing a festival assessment the Friday before, so yes. I make the criteria and I bring a bunch of music to the students and then they choose the music they would like. Wide variety, a lot of classical pieces, some operatic pieces, and then some modern pieces written by Craig Hella Johnson. We're really excited for those pieces.
The Miss Deer Park program took place on March 10th, and our new Miss Deer Park is Sydney Rebold, with Ashley Billisbach and Tawny Dean as our princesses. Congratulations to all the contestants on a great show. Let's take a look at some highlights.
Let's hear it one more time for Miss Deer Park 2018, Sydney Rebold. And also congratulations to our 2018 Miss Deer Park princesses, Tawny Dean and Ashley Billisbach. We also want to congratulate all of the contestants for your participation this year. It's been great having you ladies.
Remember, next week is Student-Led Conference Week. Student-led conferences are required to pass your advisory class. They take place next Wednesday from 3 to 7 p.m. and all day Thursday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Make sure you've already scheduled your conference with your advisor. Also, there's no school on Friday. For Stag TV, I've been Ethan Allers. Thanks for watching.